Myself, Musa Sekil Musa Nasim. We are here to present our coursework on international leadership. The four members of our group presentation are me, Musa Sekil Musa Nasim, Mansi Dataram Chari, Vansi Vekaria, and Harshita Kamraj. Each of us has a unique role to play in analyzing leadership styles of two international leaders. Next slide, please. Overview of the task. In our team, mine is responsible for introducing the presentation to the audience and recommending leadership improvement strategies for chosen leaders based on findings. Ansi is responsible for the application of theories, whereas Bansi conduct analyzing using secondary qualitative data and Harshita applies descriptive and destructive leadership approach. This presentation is going to justify the selection of Andrew Holness and Indra Nui as two international leaders chosen for this coursework and identify the leadership styles. Furthermore, the presentation also highlights strengths and challenges to the respective leadership styles of both international leaders with a theoretical approach. Recommendation for improving leadership approach of Holness and Nui will be made based on overall findings. Next slide, please. Yeah, Andrew Holness is a Jamaican politician who has been the Prime Minister of Jamaica since 2016. He previously served briefly as Prime Minister in 2011 before returning to power in 2016 with Jamaica Labour Party JLP, born in 1972. Holness became the youngest person ever who hold the office. His leadership focused on economic growth, education, and crime reduction. He has promoted infrastructure development and investment while facing challenges like crime and social inequality. Next leader, Indra Nui. Indra Nui is an Indian American business executive, best known for being the former CEO and chairperson of PepsiCo from 2006 to 2018. She is born in 1955. She played a crucial role in reshaping PepsiCo's strategy, emphasizing healthier products and sustainability. Under her leadership, PepsiCo revenue grew significantly. Nui is recognized for strong leadership, innovation, and advocacy for workplace diversity. She has also been involved in global business and policy discussion. Next slide. My friend Mansi Dataram Chari going to explain. Thank you.
Thank you, Musa. I'll be taking you through Andrew Holness. Since Andrew Holness's first appointment in 2011 and subsequent reappointments in 2016 and 2020, Jamaica's ninth Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, has been a dominant figure in Jamaica's political landscape. A continuous a combination of infrastructure development, economic pragmatism, and vision for national transformation have been the defining features of his approach and style. But like with most presidents, he has also encountered challenges and criticism during his time in office. Next, I will take you through his achievements and criticisms. Andrew Holness's tenure as Prime Minister of Jamaica has been marked by significant achievements and notable failures. Achievements would include economic security and growth, crime reduction, infrastructure development, and constitutional reform. Under Holness, Jamaica achieved remarkable economic growth. Unemployment dropped sharply from 13.7% in 2016 to about 7% in 2023. Debt reduction allowed essential investment in housing, water management, and fair compensation for public sector workers. His administration successfully addressed crime, with murder rates decreasing by nearly 18% and serious crimes by about 14% in 2024, marking two consecutive years of improvement. Holness's ambitious infrastructure developments, including highways and water system upgrades, significantly enhanced living standards and economic opportunities. Holness also led constitutional reforms supporting Jamaica's transition to republic, demonstrating his commitment to full national sovereignty. His failures would include public perception, corruption concerns, and economic inequality. Critics accused him of prioritizing public image over substantive policies. Allegations of corruption and conflicts of interest in 2023 raised serious concerns about transparency and accountability. Despite economic growth, underemployment and income inequality persisted, highlighting uneven benefits across society. Next, I would take you to the transformational leadership of Andrew Holness. Prime Minister Andrew Holness embodies transformational leadership through four key dimensions: ambition and vision. Holness has clearly articulated his ambition vision for Jamaica, emphasizing infrastructure development, social unity, enhanced security, and economic growth. He transformed Jamaica from near bankruptcy in 2013 to economic stability under his leadership, reducing unemployment drastically from 15% to about 4%, and cutting government debt from 146% to below 70% of GDP. His proactive economic policies have driven 20 consecutive quarters of growth, creating a solid foundation for Jamaica's future prosperity. Next is fostering growth and motivating others. Fostering growth and motivating others is central to Wholeness's leadership. He emphasizes human capital development, significantly investing in education, vocational training, and youth empowerment through initiatives like the HOPE program, which supported over 40,000 young people, and educational reforms led by the Education Transformation Commission. Wholeness ensures Jamaicans are equipped to lead national growth. Next is cognitive engagement. Wholeness drives cognitive innovation, tackling crime, unemployment, and infrastructure deficits with fresh evidence based solutions. He champions digital transformation and key projects like the May Pen to Williamsfield Highway, 70,000 home initiatives, and Portmore Resilience Park promoting sustainable development. Next would be role modeling and exemplary influence. Wholeness exemplifies integrity, transparency, and accountability, driving governance reforms through the Integrity Commission Act and anti corruption measures. By strengthening social programs like PATH and advancing inclusive constitutional reforms, he reinforces institutions and promotes equitable prosperity for all Jamaicans. Overall, Andrew Holness's transformational leadership continues to shape Jamaica positively, positioning the nation firmly on the path towards long term growth and stability. Next, I would take you through path goal theory for Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness exemplifies leadership versatility through the path goal theory, effectively combining directive, supportive, participative, and achievement oriented styles to govern Jamaica. As a directive leader, he decisively tackled crime through frequent states of emergency and led a swift COVID-19 response with strict health measures. Though sometimes seen as authoritative, his approach ensures clear and prompt governance. His supportive leadership prioritizes citizen welfare, evident in initiatives like the new social housing program and COVID-19 relief funds, fostering stability and trust during national challenges. Wholeness also embraces participative leadership, engaging stakeholders in critical decisions, from the bipartisan 2020 Crime Summit to the Economic Growth Council, uniting diverse groups for national progress. His achievement oriented vision drives economic growth through bold initiatives like the 5 and 4 GDP, digital transformation, and infrastructure expansion, attracting investment and reducing debt. Together, these leadership strategies place Jamaica on a path towards sustained prosperity, reinforcing national resilience and development. Thank you so much. Next slide will be presented by my friend Bansi.
Thank you, Mansi. I'm talking about Indira Nooyi, one of the most influential leader in today's business world. Indira Nooyi was born on October 28 in 1955 in Chennai, India, in a Tamil-speaking family. Her father worked as a bank official, and her mother emphasized the importance of education and ambition. Nui attended St. Thomas School and earned a degree in physics, chemistry, and mathematics from a Madras Christian College. Also, she went on to get a PG diploma from IIM Kolkata and MBA from Yale School of Management, which laid the foundation for her global career. Next, please. Now, Nui's career at PepsiCo and leadership. Nui joined PepsiCo in 1994 as a senior VP of Strategy and Development and leading major acquisitions like Tropicana and Quaker Oats. And in 2006, she became a CEO and making a history as one of the few women who leads a Fortune like a 500 company. And also, she focused on diversifying PepsiCo's products, promoting healthier options, and also driving a sustainability efforts and recognized as one of the world's most powerful women by Forbes and Fortune. Nui's leadership redefined PepsiCo's fortune and made her a role model for women in today's business world. Next, please. Now I am talking about Indira Nooyi's disruptive leadership. Nooyi shifted PepsiCo towards a healthier product like Aquafina and Tropicana, and it introducing the performance with purpose initiative aligning growth with sustainability. However, the shift came later than competitors like Coca-Cola. Her leadership focused on diversity, inclusion, and employee empowerment through senior level diversity, and it remained a challenge for her. Nui also integrated sustainability, but it sometimes conflicted with some short term market goals. Next one. Now I'm talking about the decision making and legacy of her. Nui expanded PepsiCo into emerging markets like India and China, and also explored new sectors. But some investment didn't succeed as her plan. And she was known for emotional intelligence and humanity, and balancing empathy with a difficult decision. In conclusion, Nui reshaped PepsiCo with a mix of human-centered leadership and strategic goal, leaving a lasting legacy. Next one. Now I'm talking about Indira Nooyi's achievements. It balancing profit with performance with a purpose, and Nooyi's ability to make a strong relationship through empathy and humility was key to her leadership style. Also, it combined of empathy and vision with her responsibility, and it did a positive and productive environment for employees and stakeholders. Next slide, please. Now I'm covering the key challenges which Indira Nooyi faced as CEO of PepsiCo. First one is a PepsiCo struggled with adapting to consumer trends despite focusing on a healthier product. This faced consumer prescription issues like PepsiCo was slower to respond to a healthier trends and it compared to competitors like Coca-Cola and limiting the impact of their healthier product line. Regarding a sustainability, Nui's performance with purpose initiative have mixed result. PepsiCo faced challenging in reducing its environmental impact, especially in emerging market where growth sometimes conflicted with sustainability goals. And in terms of market expansion, PepsiCo faced difficulty in emerging market like India and China, and also it has struggled with product localization and competing with local brands that better understood regional preference. And in internal resistance, it was also an issue with a slow cultural change and employee pushback against the rapid pace of transformation. And in additional, PepsiCo's short-term pressure sometimes clashed with long-term goals, particularly in competing against a Coca-Cola company. Lastly, its brand prescription was challenging. Legacy products like PepsiCo and Lay's continued to dominate it and overshadowing efforts to rebrand as a healthier company. Now, my friend Harsita is continuing.
Hi, today I'm gonna talk about two contrasting leadership styles, disruptive leadership and destructive leadership, and how they relate to Indra Nooyi. Indra Nooyi as a disruptive leader. Indra Nooyi's tenure as PepsiCo CEO 2006 to 2018 exemplified disruptive leadership. From day one, Nooyi signaled a break with the past at PepsiCo, showing a tough-minded willingness to uproot a legacy culture in order to refocus the company for the future. I would like to highlight the remarkable disruptive leadership of Indra Nooyi, whose visionary strategies transformed PepsiCo into a future-ready company. She led portfolio diversification, recognizing the shift towards healthier lifestyles. By acquiring brands like Tropicana and Quaker Rolls, reformulating products, and balancing PepsiCo's portfolio, she ensured the company stayed ahead of changing consumer brands. Her commitment to sustainability and corporate social responsibility redefined PepsiCo's mission. Through for performance with purpose, she reduced water consumption, promoted renewable energy, and introduced biodegradable packaging, making sustainability a core business priority. Noe also revolutionized corporate culture, championing diversity and inclusion. Under her leadership, women's representation in senior roles nearly doubled and employee engagement soared, proving that a people centric approach drives success. Next slide, please. Destructive leadership approach. While Indra Nooyi's leadership at PepsiCo is largely viewed as transformational and disruptive, some of her strategic decisions and leadership practices drew criticism. Although Nooyi's leadership was not inherently destructive, elements such as high pressure expectation, investor pushback, layoffs, and strategic missteps occasionally sparked debate. Her high performance culture pushed PepsiCo to new heights, yet it led to workplace stress and reports to burnout. Investors also voiced out concerns when her focus on healthier products led to declining soda sales. Some felt she moved too quickly away from traditional beverages, causing short-term market struggles and pushback from shareholders. Her cost-cutting measures, including 8,700 layoffs, while necessary for efficiency, caused internal disruption and moral issues. Change was needed, but it came at a human cost. Despite these challenges, New's long-term strategy ultimately strengthened PepsiCo's future. Her journey reminds us the great leadership requires balancing innovation with stability, ambition with caution, and disruption with responsibility. Next slide, please. This slide explains the connectivity between disruptive and destructive leadership. The key difference lies in intent, execution, and regard for people and ethics. Disruption is aimed at positive change, whereas destruction results from negligent or demotivated leadership. However, disruption can lead to destruction if not managed carefully. Situations that can cause crossover include lack of restraint or empathy. If a leader pursues disruptive change, without listening to feedback or caring about collateral damage, they may bulldoze over other teams' needs and end up with demoralized workforce. Next one is overemphasis on change for change's sake. Disruptive leaders thrive on change, but when pursued without strategy or in excellence, it can lead to organizational chaos. Transformations must be well executed and coherent to avoid negative consequences. Indra Nooyi's leadership at PepsiCo was guided by a clear vision, focusing on healthier products and sustainable growth rather than the change for its own sake. Next point is ignoring short term fundamentals. Disruptive leadership prioritizes long term transformation, but ignoring short term fundamentals like cash flow and customer satisfaction can be risky. Indra Nooyi ensured PepsiCo's future growth while still addressing her short term challenges. When the company's performance declined, she adjusted her strategy rather than blindly pushing forward, preventing destructive consequences. Effective leadership, disruptive leaders like Nooyi balance visionary change with immediate wins to maintain stability and stakeholders' confidence. Next slide, please. This slide explains the strength and weakness of leadership approaches. Leadership can vastly different impacts depending on the approach. Two contrasting perspectives are disruptive in leadership and destructive leadership. Disruptive leadership involves driving positive change and innovation, whereas destructive leadership entails harmful behavior that undermines the organization goals or people. Analyzing these approaches provides insight to former PepsiCo CEO Indra Nooyi's leadership style, highlighting how she leveraged disruption while avoiding destructive tendencies. Disruptive leadership challenges the status quo, fosters innovation, and drives long-term growth. Indra Nooyi exemplified this in PepsiCo by expanding their healthier product lines and investing in sustainability, ensuring the company stayed ahead of market trends. Her approach prevented stagnation and helped PepsiCo's revenue grow by 80% during her tenure. So, destructive leadership approach. There are virtually no true strengths to this approach. While fear might force short-term compliance, any benefit is fleeting and overweighted by long-term damage. Destructive leadership harms organization and employees. It creates toxic culture, damages moral, and leads to high turnover. Instead of adopting fear-based leadership, Noe prioritized employee well-being, ethical leadership. Destructive leadership progress well balanced while with empathy and adaptability. Next slide will be continued by my friend Musa.
Conclusion. Andrew Holness leadership is pragmatic, vibrant, and transformational, driving economic growth and infrastructure development in Jamaica. Under his governance, crime rates have significantly decreased, with murders down by 19% and other major crimes reduced by 15%. However, to sustain and enhance his progress, community-based crime reduction programs could be a key strategy by engaging local leaders, investing in youth informants, and communities. Therefore, Holdness can design community-based crime reduction programs and youth employment initiative in low-income areas to reduce crime rates. This approach would foster safer neighborhoods while aligning with his transformational leadership style. Next slide, please. Jamaica has faced Prestigious corporation challenges, ranking 71.92 in corruption from 1992 to 2024. To enhance his leadership effectiveness, Andrew Holness can implement stricter anti-corruption laws with harsher penalties to reduce corruption impact on Jamaica development. Strengthening transparency and governance will improve public trust and economic growth. To her, Indra Nui. On the business front, Indra Nui could have further solidified her leadership by integrating AI-driven innovation into PepsiCo supply chain by clearing presenting its long-term financial and environmental benefits, ensuring greater buy-in and long-last impact. Next slide, please. Yeah, here we all are attached our references where we took from locate and official website. Please refer this. Thank you.